Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex here, and today we're taking a look at Hasbro's Transformers Titans Returns Blurr. He also comes with Hyperfire, which is basically just his head, but you can see him a little 360. You can see the gun that can post up under the front section here. I'll show that here in a second. One of the things that you'll notice right off the bat is there's really not a whole lot of paint on this guy, and he's very blue, very dark blue throughout here. Now, there's another option out there, the Takara version, which if you want to pony up a little bit of extra money, you can get that one. I think it's a better mix of colors, and it breaks a little bit more evenly throughout the figure. But this one, just really heavy blue here on the back, and you get a little bit of paint here on the front. Obviously, you take the shield piece off, and there's not really any paint or tampografts on the figure whatsoever, but I'll show that to you in robot mode. There's only a couple on his shins. But you can see the Autobot logo really nice there on the hood. You can see the little figure here, so if you open this little section up, you can see that he's just sitting in there chilling, stuff like that. So you can even, rotate his head so he's looking at you. So go ahead and take him out, and we'll take a little quick look at him in his robot mode. If we can get it to focus, there we go. So you can see there's a little bit of paint there on his face. You also have some silver here in the arms, paint on the inside. And there's this looks kind of black, but it's really like a gunmetal here. And you can see the head does, rotate really nice. It goes back and forth. It's on a ball joint. And, the arms, they actually can go up and down really well. And they kind of go out to the side a little bit, which I do like. And the legs, you can just see it moves forward here. So you can go in the seating position, or you can go like that. So whatever you need to do there. But we'll go ahead and we'll leave him just like this, because then you have the gun, which is located just down here. And we'll go ahead and leave this hood up, but start the transformation. You can pull these two sections out, come down with this, and unplug the shield. And then you can plug this back in here, and he can just set in here. This looks like it was a little bit of an afterthought, but there we go. Flip that down so that he's level, and you can have him like that. So it's one of the things that they show you in the instructions. I don't know why you would do this, because then this is just kind of left like this, and it doesn't look like the little speeder that Blurr looks like. And then if you put him in robot mode, then he doesn't have his head. So I guess you could, if you buy the other little packs where you get these guys individually, maybe you can use that on him while Blurr's in his robot mode. But anyways, moving on here, the two basically weapons you'll get. This turns into a shield, and obviously this just still remains a gun. But to put this guy in his head mode, you're just going to come down like so, and this little section here just kind of pops up like so. Now it does fall down quite easy, so you might have to keep on pulling it up, but there's a little look at the head, which isn't too bad. You can see some nice blue eyes, kind of breaks it up a little bit there. But getting on to the figure itself, I'm going to go ahead and pull this section down all the way, and you can see that that little landing gear kind of just fits right in there. I've already pulled these to the side, so don't want to do that yet. It's a little hard to get this door open, so this right here is going to swing up, and you can see these connector pieces are going to go in there just like so. Same thing with this one over here. And then you can push down the little seat, and then you can come down with that. Rotate these. You can go ahead and bend, and with the hands, there's actually a peg that's in the bottom section of the hand, so don't just kind of pull back with it. Actually kind of come down. That way you unplug from the hand, and then you can go ahead and rotate that back. That way you don't end up breaking that peg off in the hand. So there's the hands done. Legs, these are just going to open up just like so. These are going to come down. And then you have this section on the right foot where this will come in, and then that'll close up. This one you can just go ahead and close it up. Come down with these little feet. There's a little bit of tampographed detail that I was talking about there at the shins, or basically the ankles. And we can go ahead and head on with this guy, even though he wasn't technically a target master, but that's kind of the gimmick for this line, which I'm totally cool with. I think that it looks good. Then you can put the shield on. That kind of fits over here, or you could put it on the other arm if you wanted to. You could put the gun in the hands. You could put it posted over here where we have the shield if you wanted to, so he could maybe even have some additional weapons. But we're just gonna go traditional and just kind of put it in a simple, quick pose. And, to be honest, it doesn't look too bad. Now, I'm going to go the Takara route and pay the little bit of extra premium whenever it comes to the characters that were actually headmasters and also target masters, because that's just kind of the way I wanted to go. But as far as the ones that aren't, I'll probably just go the Hasbro route if it's a figure or character that I like and want to pick up. I think they did a really cool job with Blurr. I really do like the alt mode a lot. And I'm actually going to send this over to my buddy Primal Sabbath for Shetland Designs. He's going to customize it for me a little bit. So, but as you can see, the biggest problem that I have is there's just so much of this kind of blue color. This breaks up a little bit. You get a little bit of tampograph, but in robot mode, if you took the shield away, you really only have right here and right here at the chest and the face. So it's too much of that same color, and that's where I hope Dakota he's going to be able to touch it up and just kind of break it up a little bit more for me. But you guys tell me, what do you think? Are you going the Hasbro route and maybe customize it a little bit, or are you going the Takara route and paying the basically double what this figure costs? So let's get into articulation. We can take the little weapons and stuff away. I did want to kind of show him and a couple of other deluxe figures, so you can see whether these guys are shorter or about the same height. So here was the last series, which is Combiner Wars, which is still releasing some figures of that. This is the only one that I have off-road, and you can see that head-to-head they're about the same. Bringing in a later a little bit older generation deluxe figure, Warpath here, and you can still see head-to-head they're just about the same. Now, that doesn't go with all of them, because I know that there's some, like Cyclonus and stuff like that are much taller, but on your average, I just kind of picked two, and I was like, okay, it's pretty consistent on the size of the deluxe. So as far as articulation goes, the head does, rotate here, and you can't get some, kind of left to right poses with it. So on that little bitty head being on a ball joint, and other than the problems that we had with that Voyager Brainstorm, with the head, coming off whenever you pulled it off and on, this doesn't seem to have that problem. I've only got two of these headmasters. I got this one, and ended up picking up Scourge as well. Both of them, not a problem taking the head out and in, so it seems they learned from their mistake there. But so a lot of articulation there. As far as the shoulders, I mean, these things can go back all the way back here if you wanted to, just because it's part of transformation there. They rotate here. You can rotate at the bicep. It bends 90 degrees at the elbow. You do have mushroom peg here on the wrist, so that does rotate as well. You do have waist rotation. Leg goes forward, back quite a bit, out all the way. You do have a thigh cut as well, another one on a mushroom peg, a little bit more than 90 degrees on the knee. Foot, I mean, that that's part of transformation, but I'm not really going to consider that articulation. But overall, pretty good figure. As far as design wise, I really like it. The transformation, it's pretty simple, but I like it. Why has it taken this long to get, to me, in my opinion, a proper Blurr? I don't know. So anyways, let's go back to the little speeder thing. So we'll go ahead and push that down and open this up and just kind of have him like so. With the legs, we're going to come back with the feet there. We're going to open this section up and open this section up. Don't forget to grab this thing. So it's a little bit easier to, there we go, get that out there. And then these are just going to fold up like so. You can go ahead and connect them. And then come over here and collapse these down in there. Yeah, all that's connected good. And then get this little door up. I kind of have to come through the side to get that up there. You're going to pull the seat back and just leave that door up right now. Going to rotate here, rotate this. And you want to put this on before you do the arms, because this section here is going to fit in these holes over here. So go ahead and press that down, and you can see that there's these two tabs. They'll fit in there. There we go. And then we can do the arms. So just come down with the hands, plug those in. And then you have 3 pegs here. So you have this one here that's going to fit right there. And then you have this section to where you got a peg right there that's going to fit in there. And this one is going to fit in that hole. So you got 3 that you kind of have to line up there, but it gets in there pretty easy. Back one you might have to mess with a little bit. But it seems we got everything in there. You can go ahead and put the gun there if you want. We'll just leave it off. Also wanted to show that it does roll with these 3 wheels. You got 2 and 1. So the playability is there, which is really cool. But anyways, there's a little look at Blurr and whatever his name is, Hyperfire. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll talk to you later. Peace.